Hello dear students, how are you all? I TAUSIF welcome you once again on this wonderful platform Exampur, and today we are going to solve some very important questions of narration. Okay, don't get confused. I know that the thumbnail of this video might have been showing voice, but as I told you yesterday that yesterday was the last class for voice, because we have already spent 5-6 days in solving questions based on voice, active voice and passive voice. And I had told you that from today onwards we'll be solving narration, that is direct and indirect speech. Okay, narration means direct and indirect speech, right? So I will get the thumbnail altered, and I'll change the thumbnail, and there I'll put narration. So this is all my students who have been attending this class regularly must know that from today we had to start narration, right? So don't get confused with the thumbnail voice. Okay, now narration is there, narration. Okay, so please, those who are watching me right now, share the session so that more students may connect with us, and then we'll start, right? So today we'll solve some questions with concepts. Okay, today we'll solve some important questions with concepts, right? So let's start. Here is our question number 1. Here's our question number 1. I'm I'm off the screen. Just read the question first. The teacher said to Ashok, I shall report the matter to the principal if you misbehave again. The teacher said to student, see, 3 days ago I told you some basic rules of narration. Okay, so just try to solve this question. The teacher said to Ashok, I shall report to the matter. What is the answer? What is the indirect of this sentence? See, here we have shall as the reporting verb. Here we have shall as the reporting verb, and I told you that will and shall in indirect speech should be changed into would in indirect. Okay, will and shall, if there are will and shall in direct speech, they should be changed into would in indirect. Okay, so here we need would. Okay, now the teacher said to Ashok, I shall report to the matter to the principal if you misbehave again. So here reporting verb is told, here reporting verb is warned, here reporting verb is threatened, here reporting verb is cautioned. So all these 3 reporting verbs can be used here, because if the teacher is saying that I shall report to the principal, it means he is warning him, it means he is threatening him, it means he is cautioning him. Okay, so all 3 reporting verbs can be correct, only this is incorrect. Okay, so eliminate this one. So all these 3 reporting verbs can be the right answer, but remove this, because here we have 2 plus v1. We use 2 plus v1 for imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those which start with first form of verb and object. But this is not an imperative sentence, so you cannot use 2 plus v1 in place of conjunction. So eliminate this one. Now we have 2 more options, option number 2 and 4. Okay, so here conjunction that is missing. We need conjunction that. Okay, the teacher cautioned Ashok about reporting the matter to the principal if he misbehaved again. So here we have shall, And I told you that shall and will has to be changed into would. So here would is missing, would is here in the second option. So the option number 2 is the right answer. Option number 2 is the right answer. You cannot decide the right answer only by seeing warned, because warned, threatened and cautioned, all three reporting verbs are correct in this scenario, in this regard. Okay. Now the next one. Mohan made this mess. Let him clear it up. Mohan made this mess. Let him clear it up. What is the right answer? Please tell me. Mohan made this mess. Let him clear it up, said his father. See, in this sentence, proposed and suggested. Okay, proposed and suggested are followed by either a that clause includes subject plus should. Okay, proposed and suggested are followed by that clause includes subject plus should, or proposed and suggested are followed by ing form. So these are the two cases with proposed or suggested. Proposed or suggested is followed by either a that clause or a gerund. But here, as you can see, after proposed, neither a that clause is there. That clause must have should. So here should is missing. Should is missing. And in option number 3, here also, as you can see, should is missing. This could have been the right answer if it were should in the that clause. So option number 1 and option number 3, should is missing in the that clause. That's why 1 and 3 cannot be the right answer. Now we have second and fourth. So Mohan's father said that Mohan had made the mess and that he was too clear. He was too clear. This is wrong. Okay, that he should clear it. Number 4 is the right answer. Okay. Done. Yes, one more thing. In the option number 4, up is missing. So this is, consider it a typing error. So don't just think that up is missing. This is typing error. So just add up. Otherwise, option number 4 is the right answer. Okay. This is typing error. You cannot change your answer just by seeing this up missing in the sentence. Okay. So this is considered a typing error. Okay. Now the next one. Do as you wish, but don't come and ask me for help if you get into difficulties. Do as you wish, but don't come and ask me for help if you get into difficulties. What is the indirect of this sentence? Do as you wish, but don't come and ask me for help if you get into difficulties. Yes, what should be the answer? Hmm. See, here we have would not. Okay, here we have would not. Now, nowhere in the question, will is given. So if there is no will, do as you wish, but don't come and ask me for help if you get into difficulty. So there is no will in the sentence. So use of would is not possible. Now option number 2, he told me to do as I wished, but not to go and ask him for help if I got into difficulties. Consider this right. He ordered me to do as I wished, but not to go and ask him for help if I got into difficulties. He told me that unless I did. So option number 4 is absolutely wrong. There is no sense of using unless here. Okay, now we have option number 2 and 3. So option 2 and 3 have only one difference, that is reporting verb. Here we have told and here we have ordered. Okay, he told me to do as I wished. He ordered me to do as I wished, but not to go and ask him for help if I got into difficulties. So these two sentences have only one difference, that here reporting verb is told and here reporting verb is ordered. Otherwise rest of the sentence is same. So this is not an order. Do as you wish. This is not an order. So here someone is just telling. So the option with reporting verb told is the right answer. Okay, so second is the right answer. Now the next one. Socrates said, virtue is its own reward. Virtue is its own reward. Socrates said, virtue is its own reward. Socrates said, virtue is its own reward. See, this is a proverb. This is a proverb. Okay, this is a proverb, like kahavat. And proverbs do not change. Okay, proverbs do not change. They remain the same. Okay, so Socrates said that virtue. So here we have had, okay, Socrates says. Here you cannot use says because the reporting verb is said. Okay, and here we have was. And as I said that proverbs do not change. So virtue is its own reward must be there. So virtue is its own reward, here it is absolutely right, and this option number 3 is the right answer. Option number 3 is the right answer. Okay, now the next one, question number 5. He said to the interviewer, could you please repeat the question? He said to the interviewer, could you please repeat the question? He said to the interviewer, could you please repeat the question? See, here we have could you please. So could you please means a polite request. Okay, could you please means a polite request. Okay, so he requested the interviewer if he could please repeat the question. He requested the interviewer to please repeat the question. He requested the interviewer to repeat the question. He requested the interviewer if he could repeat the question. Yes. Which one should be correct? Question number 5. Question number 5. Which one should be correct? See, the word please cannot be used in indirect speech. Okay. Always remember that the word please cannot be used in indirect speech. Okay. Because if a direct speech has please, its reporting verb will be changed into requested. Okay. And when we have used the word requested, it cannot be followed by please because both have same meaning. That's why please cannot be used in indirect sentence. So as we can see here, in option number 1 we have please, in option number 2 we have please, right? Now eliminate both the sentences. Okay, then we have option number 3 and 4. He requested the interviewer to repeat the question. He requested the interviewer if he could repeat the question. Now we have these two options. Which one is right? Which one is right? Now this sentence may confuse many. This sentence may confuse many. Let me explain. Let me explain. So here we have a sentence. He said to the interviewer, could you please? Now, this sentence is both interrogative and imperative. Okay, this sentence is both. Could you please repeat the question? This sentence falls under both the categories. This is interrogative because this is a question, and this is imperative too because it is a request. Okay, so could you please repeat the question? This sentence is both interrogative and imperative. Okay, so if we change this according to imperative rule, if we consider this sentence imperative, the indirect would be he requested the interviewer to repeat the question. Okay, and if you consider this an interrogative sentence, its indirect would be he asked, because the reporting verb of interrogative sentence is always ask. So he asked the interviewer. He asked the interviewer if he could repeat the question. Okay, so both the sentences are correct. As I told you, this sentence is both interrogative as well as imperative. Okay, so if we change this sentence into indirect using imperative rules, reporting verb would be requested, and after object the use of 2 plus V1, that is full infinitive. And if we use interrogative rules, the reporting verb should be asked, and after asked we need if. Okay, so the only difference is requested and asked. If we see the question, in this sentence imperative rules are there, and in this sentence interrogative rules are there. But what is wrong with option number 4 is the reporting verb. Because if we have to use the interrogative rules where we use if or whether or WH word, we need to change the reporting verb as well into asked. So here reporting verb is not right, that's why this option cannot be the answer. Option number 3 is the right answer. Okay, now the next one. Question number said, it used to be a lovely quiet street. Yes, he said it used to be a lovely quiet street. Sorry. Okay, answer please. Answer the question. Jarsha 2. Okay. Okay. See, let me tell you. Let's eliminate the wrong ones first. Okay. Here we have whether. This reporting verb used in interrogative sentences. Okay, whether is used as a reporting verb in interrogative sentences, right? So reporting verb, I'm very sorry, conjunction. Whether is used as a conjunction in the indirect of interrogative sentences. So here this sentence is not interrogative, that's why this option number 4 cannot be the right answer. Now third, he said that there. So here with the verb used, subject is it. As you can see, subject is it with used, so it cannot be replaced by there. That's why eliminate this one also. Now we are left with option number 1 and 2. So let me tell you something very important. Subject plus first form or fifth form of verb, this is present indefinite. This is present indefinite, and present indefinite refers to habits or routine. Okay, present indefinite. This is present indefinite. Subject, first form or fifth form of verb, which is present indefinite, and present indefinite refers to habits or routine. That's why tenses tense of habit and routine does not change. Okay, tense of habit or routine does not change. So the way present indefinite is habit of past, the same way used to plus V1 plus object. This structure is used for habits or routine in past. Okay, so used to is used for habits and routine in past, and as I told you that tense of habits and routine do not change. Since the tense of habit and routine do not change, we cannot change used to also. So if the sentence is he said I used to, if this is the sentence, you cannot change its tense. He said that I had used to. I had used to. You cannot do this because this will change the whole meaning. Because used to is a marginal model which is used to denote habits and routine of past. And if you will change the tense, it will become had used to. And if it becomes had used to, the whole meaning will be changed. That's why you cannot change the tense of used to. If it is used to in direct, it will remain used to in its indirect. Okay, you cannot change the tense. Okay, that's why this option cannot be the right answer. So eliminate this. Right answer is option number 1. Hope you got the concept. Did you get the concept or not? Jarsha, Sakshi, Akash, did you get the concept? Why this option is incorrect? Did you get the point? Used to is also used to refer to habits, although in past, but habits remain habit. Tenses do not change. Tenses do not change. Clear? Now the next one, question number 7. The Prime Minister said that no one would be allowed to disturb the peace. The Prime Minister said that no one would be allowed to disturb the peace. So this sentence is indirect. Okay, you have to tell the direct of this sentence. What is the direct? What is the direct of this sentence? See, will and shall, when changed into indirect, becomes would. So you can say vice versa. If will or shall becomes would will become will shall. Simple. So here we have would. That means in direct we have to look for will or shall. So here we have would, eliminate. Okay, here we have can, eliminate. We have two options, shall and will. Okay. Now the Prime Minister said that no one would be allowed to disturb. The Prime Minister said no one will disturb the peace. So here we have will be allowed. Like this sentence is also in passive. So it cannot be active in indirect. So no one will disturb. This is active. Okay. So option number 1 is the right answer. Okay. Option number 1 is the right answer. Let's see the next one. The spectators said, "Bravo, well done, players." The spectators said, "Bravo." Okay. See, here we have bravo. And bravo, this interjection is used to praise or applaud. Okay. This particular interjection, bravo, is used to praise someone or to applaud someone. Okay. So here we have shouted, cannot be the answer. And here we have exclaimed, cannot be the answer. Now these two options have applauded in it. So the spectators applauded the players, saying that they had done well, joyfully to do well. Okay, so here we have done well. Okay, so it would be had done well. So eliminate option 4 because you cannot use this structure to do well. Okay, had done well is the right answer. So option number 3 is the right answer. Jarsha, you are absolutely right. Jarsha, you are absolutely right. Okay, now question number 9. I said to my friend, good morning, let us go for a picnic today. I said to my friend, good morning, let us go for a picnic today. See, you do not tell good morning. Do you tell good morning? Do you ever say, I tell my teacher good morning? Wrong, na? I wished my teacher good morning. You don't say, I tell my teacher good morning. No, you wish your teacher good morning. So we do not tell good morning. Eliminate this. Okay. Now, I wished my friend good morning. I wished my friend good morning. I told. So here in option number 2, option number 4 also we have told. So we do not tell good morning. Okay, we wish good morning. So now we are left with option number 2 and option number 4. I wished my friend good morning and proposed that we should go for a picnic that day. I wished my friend good morning and proposed that they should. Okay, if I am also there, so here we are talking about us, and this us include I. So it would be we, not they. Okay, so here we have they. Cannot be the answer. So the answer is option number 2. Answer is option number 2. Okay. Righto. You are absolutely correct. Okay. The next one. The new student asked the old ones. The new student asked the old one, do you know my name? So now this is interrogative. Okay, so we need if or whether. If a sentence starts with helping verb, it is yes no question. Okay, and the conjunction for a yes no question should be if or whether, right? So here we have that whether is also there, but no need to use two conjunctions. Okay, so use of that is wrong. The new student asked the old one, did he know? So you cannot use did in indirect. The new student asked the old one if he knows. So here the tense has not been changed. So eliminate this. So option number 1 is the right answer. Option number 1 is the right answer. Okay. Now the next one. I warned her that I could no longer tolerate her coming late. What should be the indirect? No, what should be the direct of this sentence? As you can see, this sentence is already in indirect. If the sentence is indirect, you need its direct. So I warned her that I could no longer tolerate her coming late. This is question number 11. Okay. See, here we have I as the subject and I here too. So how can we use you? Okay, because we cannot use you. Here we have to use I or he. I or he can be used. Okay, because if the sentence is I said to him, comma inverted comma, I am. Or we have I said to him, comma inverted comma, he is. So if the subject is I, both I and he will be changed into I. Like I will have no change, but he will be changed into I, because the reporting subject, the subject, first person subject has to be changed according to the, like, I. Okay. So both the sentences will have I in it, right? So eliminate you. Okay. Eliminate you. Now, here we have I can no longer tolerate her coming late. So here we have her coming late, and here we have your coming late. Which one should be the right? Her coming late or your coming late? So here your coming late is the right answer. Okay. Second one is the right answer. Okay, now next one. I said to my mother, I will certainly take you to Bengaluru actually. Bangalore used to be the older version of the city, like name. Hai. Now we do not call it Bangalore. Now it's Bengaluru. So I said to my mother, I will certainly take you to Bengaluru this week. Which should be the right answer? See, here we have I, first person. And first person has to be changed according to the subject. And the subject is also I. So there will be no change. This I will remain I. Okay. Because I is the first person, which has to be changed according to the reporting subject. And reporting subject is also I. So this cannot be changed. So I remains I. Right. And will has to be changed. Will has to be changed into would. So basically we need I would. So here we have he would. So would is right but he is wrong. Here we have she would. So would is right but she is wrong. So here we have I would and here we have I would. So I told, but told is not followed by to. So eliminate this one. So this sentence has been eliminated due to she. This has been eliminated due to he. And this has been eliminated due to. So option number 2 is the right answer. Option number 2 is the right answer. Okay. Now the next one. Question number 3. 13. How long does the journey take? My co-passenger asked me. How long does the journey take? My co-passenger asked me. Question number 13. Okay. I asked. So here, my co-passenger is asking. My co-passenger is asking me. I am not asking. My co-passenger is asking me. So here, the whole scene has been changed. I asked my co-passenger. I am not asking. My co-passenger is asking. So here, object and subject have been shuffled. And remember, this is not active passive where subject and object have to be shuffled. This is direct indirect. The subject which is a subject indirect, it will remain subject and indirect also. You cannot shuffle them, right? So eliminate this option. My co-passenger wanted to know how long the journey would take. Okay. And my co-passenger asked me how long does the journey take. And my co-passenger asked me how long the journey did take. So here use of did is wrong. If it were to be past indefinite, we would have used second form of take, that is took. No need to use did. Okay, so eliminate this. Now we are left with two options. My co-passenger asked me how long does the journey take. My co-passenger wanted to know that how long the journey would take. So I agree that here we have does. And if there is does in The direct speech, how can it be would in the indirect? But the message, but the sense of this sentence is future, that how long will it take, right? So the answer would be 3. Answer would be 3. Yes, Akash, you are absolutely right. No, you are not right actually. Third is the right answer. Okay. Now you got the point, or you are still confused between 3 and 4? Are you still confused between 3 and 4? Sakshi, Jarsha, Akash? Are you still confused? Okay, now let's see the next one. Question number 14. How clever of you to have solved the puzzle so quickly, said the mother. How clever of you to have solved the puzzle so quickly, said the mother. Sorry, not murder. Mother. What is the indirect of this sentence? Okay. See, this is an exclamatory sentence. Okay, this is an exclamatory sentence, and the reporting verb of exclamatory is not expressed, it's exclaimed. Okay, told. So expressed and told cannot be reporting verb of an exclamatory sentence. That's why we have eliminated option number 2 and 3. Now option number 3, 1 and 4. The mother exclaimed with joy that he was very clever. He was clever enough to solve the puzzle so quickly. It was very clever. So he was not clever. Here we have to have solved. So just check the structure, to have solved. Okay. So here we have to have solved in option number 1, but in option number 4, to have solved is missing. So in the option number 4, structure has been changed. That's why we have to eliminate this one also. Option number 1 is the right answer. Okay. Now the next one. I guess Jarsha has studied narration very well because all her answers are absolutely correct. Right, Jarsha? I think you have studied narration very well because all your answers are absolutely correct. See, he is clever. It is very clever of him. I'm writing on a wrong slide. Let me write this on this previous slide. Okay, so Sakshi, he is very clever has the same meaning as it is very clever of him. So if you want to appreciate someone for his cleverness, you can say it is very clever of you. You must have heard a phrase we often say, very kind of you. It is very kind of you. So why do we say it is very kind of you? It means you are very kind. So whenever we have to say that you are very kind, we say it is so kind of you, or it is very kind of you. Okay, so you are very clever, it is very clever of you, have same meaning. Okay, so here he was clever enough and he was so clever have the same meaning. One more thing about second one is that so is always followed by that. So here that is also missing, that's why second option is not the right answer. Okay, so every sentence has some or other error. Okay, clear? Okay, now the question number 15. He said he goes for a walk every morning. He said he goes for a walk every morning. Question number 15. He said he goes for a walk every morning. See, this sentence is present. If indirect is present, its direct version is obviously in present. Okay, so here we cannot use went, wrong, future, wrong. Okay, these two options have been eliminated due to the wrong tense usage. Now we are left with second and fourth option. He said I go for a walk every morning. He said he goes for a walk every morning. So here option number second and option number 3 both can be right, but we have to choose one out of these two, so we would certainly choose this one, because third person does not change and first person changes according to the reporting subject. So if it is I here, it will be changed into he, and if he is here, it will also remain he. So I and he both can be right, but if we have to change one, choose one, we'll choose the second one. Okay, now the next one. I reiterated I don't care about the job. Okay, question number 16. I reiterated I don't care about the job. Jarsha, that is not compulsory. No. Question is not wrong. Okay, tell me one thing. Question number 15. Tell me one thing. How many of you are confused that why we have chosen this instead of this if both are right? Why have we chosen I instead of he? How many of you are confused? Sakshi, Akash, Jarsha. Let me explain. See, I have called you. I called you. We have these two sentences. I have called you and I called you. Okay. Now the rule is present perfect has to be changed into past perfect. Okay, and past indefinite also changes into past perfect. Okay, if we change a present perfect into indirect, it will become past perfect, and if we change past indefinite into indirect, it will also become past perfect. So indirect of both a present perfect and past indefinite is past perfect. Agreed or not? Indirect of both a present perfect and past indefinite is past perfect. Agreed? Now, so the indirect of this would be I had called you, and the indirect of this would also be I had called you. Okay, that means indirect of present perfect is past perfect, and indirect of past indefinite is also past perfect. Right? Now, so as you can see, indirect of present perfect is past perfect, indirect of past indefinite is also past perfect. Clear? Now, if we have an indirect sentence, I had called you. Now this is an indirect sentence. Okay, this is an indirect sentence. Now we have to change this sentence into direct. Now the question is indirect of present perfect is past perfect, indirect of past indefinite is past perfect. So both present perfect and past indefinite changes into past perfect. Now if the indirect is in past perfect, its direct would be I called you or I have called you. Which one should be the answer? Which one should be the answer? Which one should be the answer? If we have an indirect sentence, I had called you, what should be its direct? What should be its direct? Its direct should be past indefinite or it should be present perfect, since both present perfect and past indefinite are changed into past perfect. So here both the options are right, but this is considered the right. So where we need to make changes is always considered the right answer. Okay, where we have to shift the tense, and same is the scene with I and he in the previous sentence. He has no change, third person has no change, but I has to be changed according to the subject, and direct and indirect is all about changing the sentence. That's why we have chosen I in place of he. Hope you got the answer. Same is the scene with this sentence. Here I has to be changed into he, but he has no change. Okay, we have to change I according to the reporting subject, but he has no change. So we have to choose the sentence where we have to change something. Since he has no change, we do not give it a preference. Now I hope, Sakshi, you have got the answer. Sakshi, now I hope that you have got the answer now. Okay, so this much for today. Tomorrow we'll continue the same topic, narration, and practice narration as much as you can, because this is very important. So tomorrow we'll continue the same topic. Today we have solved up to question number 15. Tomorrow we'll start with question number 16. Okay, so this much for today. Till then, we'll see you tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.